We got the brand new next-gen Xbox being just announced today, just a few hours ago from Xbox on Twitter. But the biggest surprise is really not the announcement itself, but rather a very big detail that was confirmed about it. So yeah, just a few hours ago, we got this on Twitter on the official Xbox account. It says the next generation of Xbox console is Project Helix. I have it in the description if you do want to see it for yourself, but it's just like a 7-minute teaser video where it just says Project Helix and it kind of shows the logo. The logo is an X, surprise. But yes, this went quite viral. Already 8.7 million views on Twitter over the past 8 or 9 hours. And yeah, it's called Project Helix. Now, the actual console might not be called Helix. In fact, it probably won't be. We get this a lot from Xbox. They'll have a code name for their project, but the name will not actually be the code name. The code name's maybe sometimes a hint of what it could be, and I kind of had to brainstorm. A helix, that's kind of like a spiral sort of shape, kind of like when you think of the DNA patterns that you can see displayed by scientists and stuff on shows. That's a helix, and the X in the logo kind of looks like something like that. So I don't know, maybe the theme is DNA, like the DNA of the machine. I don't really know, but the actual console itself, we did get a very big detail that has been long rumored. It's not very much a surprise, but it is now confirmed. That actually came from the new Xbox CEO Asha Sharma, actually 5 minutes prior to Xbox tweeting out this teaser. She put out this. Doesn't have as many views right now because it's not on the official Xbox account, but this is a post where it says, "Great start to the morning with Team Xbox," where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the codename for our next-gen console. Now here we go, here's the big one. It says, "Project Helix will lead in performance and play your Xbox and PC games." Then actually another big detail, "Looking forward to chatting about this more with partners and studios at my first GDC next week." That is the Game Developers Conference. So those are actually two very big details. So one is that the Helix, whatever this new console is going to be, it's going to be able to play Xbox and PC games. There you go. The whole rumor about the next Xbox, it's going to be an Xbox PC hybrid. That is confirmed to be true. It's going to be able to play PC games. As I said, not much of a shock. This was really not a surprise. They have really been taking on a multi-platform approach as of recent. And they're Microsoft. Obviously, they own the Windows OS, so this just makes sense. But then the other big detail, she said that they are going to be talking about this a lot more with partners and studios at the Game Developers Conference next week. And yes, that is literally all of next week. That is Monday through Friday of next week. That is March 9 through 13. So I don't know when the Xbox panel is actually going to be, but no doubt we are actually going to hear some details on this. This new Xbox, this Project Helix, this hybrid PC Xbox console. Yeah, not only is it all confirmed today, but we don't have to wait a year to hear details on it. I mean, we're going to hear more details next week. We might even see what this whole thing looks like. We might even get a whole unveiling of it. I don't know. That is totally not confirmed. I'm just thinking that this could actually happen. But at least we are, it sounds like, going to, at the bare minimum, get some more details. Definitely huge stuff. I think now we're kind of at a crossroads. As far as consoles go, I think that there are two consoles going one direction and two going another direction. So this new Xbox console and the Steam machine, those two are going to be going in the direction of the multi-platform approach. It is a console PC hybrid. It really just runs on a PC OS. You can do just anything that you can do on it that you can do with a regular PC. Those two consoles are going that direction. In my opinion, if I was sticking with consoles, that would be the direction I would want to go, because otherwise I'm very limited with what I can play. Then you got the other two consoles that are not going the PC hybrid route. That is the PlayStation and the Nintendo. Nintendo's kind of an obvious one. They're just sticking to what what works for them, and it continues to be successful. So, you know what? Whatever. But PlayStation, that's kind of the interesting one here. I mean, now granted, we don't have any confirmed details on the PlayStation 6 as of right now, so maybe it ends up being a PC console hybrid, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. Recently, like just last week, there were details that came out that are suggesting that the PlayStation ecosystem, they're going to stop doing the multi-platform approach for a bit now. They've been doing like timed exclusives. Like you got The Last of Us and the Spider-Man games. Those were like exclusive to PS5 for like a year, and then they ended up on Steam. Sounds like they want to go away from that. So my point being, I don't know if they would be as big, going on this PC console route. That is going to be a huge difference between the Xbox and the PlayStation. And really, up until now, besides minor details, the Xbox and PlayStation really didn't differ all that much. But if Xbox is doing this and the PlayStation doesn't do the PC console hybrid, that's going to be a huge crossroads, and it could be very, very big with what is to come down the line in the console wars. I know maybe some people cringe at the idea of the console wars. Maybe they've been dead a long time ago. I don't really know, but regardless, very interesting. This is definitely going to shake things up with the, in my opinion, now the four main consoles in the lineup. The Xbox and the Steam Machine are going one direction, and the PlayStation and Nintendo are going, it sounds like, another direction. We'll hear all of the huge details that we can hopefully get next week at the Game Developers Conference.